Do you believe an animal can truly feel gratitude? Because this story is going to completely change the way you think about that. And I guarantee you'll be left speechless by what happened. Before we start, let me ask you something. Have you ever saved an animal's life? If you have, hit that like button below because you need to hear this incredible story. And if you're not subscribed yet, click that red button right now and turn on the bell. You don't want to miss the next stories that will touch your heart. Waves, the day that changed everything. Let me tell you something. João Pereira de Souza, a 71-year-old retired fisherman living on an island off the coast of Rio de Janeiro, was taking his usual morning walk along the beach. Just another ordinary day, right? That calm, retired routine. But what he found that morning would change his life forever. And when he saw the scene, his heart sank. There, lying in the sand, was a penguin completely covered in oil. The poor creature could barely move, weak, malnourished, on the verge of death. Most people would have just walked by thinking, there's nothing I can do, but not João. Do you know what he did? Hold on, I'll tell you in a second. But first, how many of you would have the same courage? Comment below. João didn't think twice. He picked up that penguin in his arms, even though it was filthy with oil, even though he didn't know if it would survive, and took it home. For days, this incredible man cleaned every inch of that tiny, polluted body. He fed the little one fresh fish, cared for it as if it were family. And do you know the penguin's name? Din Din. Yes, he got a name, because to João, this wasn't just an animal. It was a life that needed saving. Now pay attention, because here's where the story takes a turn no one expected. For an entire week, João cleaned, fed, and nursed Din Din back to health. The penguin slowly regained his strength, his feathers began to shine again, his eyes regained their sparkle. And when he was finally strong enough, João did what he knew he had to do. He took Din Din back to the sea. But guess what happened next? The twist no one saw coming. The penguin simply didn't want to leave. That's right, Din Din stayed with João for several more days, as if he didn't want to say goodbye. He followed the fisherman around the house, never leaving his side. It was as if he was saying thank you in his own way. If you think that's touching, hit like right now, because the story gets even more incredible. And share it with that friend who loves animals. Eventually, Din Din swam away, out into the open sea, disappearing into the horizon. João was happy to have saved that life, but deep down he felt sad, thinking he'd never see his feathered friend again. Months passed. Winter came, then spring, and João kept up his routine on the island, always glancing out at the ocean, maybe holding on to just a tiny bit of hope. And here's the part that's going to make you cry. 4 months later, João was at home when he heard a strange noise by the door. He went to check, and he couldn't believe what he saw. It was Din Din. The penguin had come back. But wait, you still don't understand how amazing this is. That penguin swam over 8,000 kilometers across the ocean, facing storms, currents, predators, all to return to the man who saved his life.
Comment below. #DinDim if you're feeling emotional right now. And you know what's even more beautiful? This didn't just happen once. No! Din Din came back every year for more than 5 years in a row. He spent about 8 months swimming through the seas of Patagonia, Argentina, and Chile, where his penguin species naturally lives. But when June came around, there he was again, back on the island looking for his human friend. The bond that science can't explain. Researchers were shocked by this story. Marine biologists from all over the world studied Din Din's case because it defies everything we know about animal behavior. Penguins don't do this. They don't form bonds with humans this way. They don't alter their natural migration routes just to visit someone, but Din Din did. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, hit that button now because there are so many more heartwarming stories like this one coming your way. The bond between João and Din Din was so strong that the penguin could recognize João from afar. He would waddle as fast as he could towards Joao, let him stroke his feathers, and they would swim together on the beach. It was a genuine, pure friendship, no interest, no agenda, just gratitude and love. What this story teaches us? You know what moves me the most about this story? It proves something many people have forgotten. Animals feel. They feel gratitude, love, longing. They form deep, true emotional connections. Dindim could have just forgotten Joao and gone on with his life in the ocean. But no, he chose to come back year after year to thank and be close to the man who gave him a second chance. Pause here. If you have a pet at home, stop the video for a second and go give them a hug, because they love you in that same unconditional way. Done? Okay, let's keep going. A global impact. Joao and Dindim's story went viral all over the world. Documentaries were made, scientific articles were published, and millions of people were moved. Most importantly, this story inspired thousands of people to rescue animals in danger. How many penguins, turtles, dolphins, and other sea creatures have been saved because someone heard this story and thought, I can make a difference too? Thousands. Drop a comment. What's the most amazing animal you've ever helped or rescued? I want to hear all your stories. And eternal legacy. Unfortunately, like everything in life, this story had a difficult chapter. Joao passed away in 2017 at 73 years old. And Dindim, well, he returned to the island that year but didn't find his friend. Researchers believe the penguin may have waited for a while before swimming back out to sea. But you know what remains? The legacy, the message that one small act of kindness can create connections that transcend species, distances, and even scientific understanding. And you? What would you do? Now I want to know about you watching this right now. If you found an animal in danger, would you stop to help? Or would you think, it's not my responsibility? Comment below and tell me, #IWouldHelp, or #depends on the situation. I really want to know what you think. And hey, it doesn't have to be a penguin covered in oil. Sometimes it's that hungry stray dog, the little bird that hit your window, or the kitten abandoned on the street. Small gestures can change everything in the life of a creature that needs help. Last call. If this story touched your heart, and I know it did, mine's tight just from telling it, go ahead and smash that like button. It really helps the channel grow and bring you more amazing stories like this one. And if you're not subscribed yet, do it now and turn on the bell. Every week we share emotional stories about animals, rescues, and incredible bonds that will make you believe in true love between humans and animals again. Share this video with someone who loves animals as much as you do. Send it to your family group, post it in your stories, tag that friend in the comments. This story deserves to be known by everyone. Final message. The story of Joao and Dindim reminds us that we're not so different from animals after all. We all want love, care, safety, and we're all capable of deep gratitude when someone helps us in our hardest moment. One last question. Do you believe Dindim is still out there, swimming through the ocean and remembering the friend who saved his life? I really want to believe he is. Comment your thoughts below. Do you think animals feel gratitude like humans do? Do you think Dindim still looks for Joao? Let's talk in the comments. I read them all. And remember, a single act of kindness can change the world. Or at least it can change the world of a little penguin covered in oil who just needed a second chance. See you in the next video with more heartwarming stories. Until then, take good care of your pets and, who knows, maybe you'll be the next person with an incredible story to tell. Bye everyone, and never stop doing good.